So see students, before starting the lecture, we should see the first information of the lecture and then we'll continue with the reading. Class 9th, subject English, and we are going to study the Hive book. Out of 2, you have got Movements in Hive. So today we'll study the Hive, and this is lesson number 3rd. The Little Girl, written by Catherine Mansfield. And students, this is lecture number 1. Before you read, it's a small heading. Students, when you just go to study something very important, there is a saying that the one should be well informed before, if possible. So before you read, makes us a bit familiar about the content, about the text we are going to read further. And I hope that you all understand this, that when you go to read something, suppose that's a bit lengthy, or like by reading 2-3 lines or hardly 5 to 7 lines, you become a bit familiar, like what you're going to read in a very concise manner. That's called before you read. So that's very important part of your reading of the text. From today, we are going to start with students. So let's just begin. Do you feel you know your parents better now than when you were much younger? Now you see this line explains this very beautiful meaning, very understandable meaning. The narrator is asking to you, do you feel you know your parents better now? Now you see you are studying in 9th standard, or like you'll go ahead, you'll grow up. This is for those students who have grown up. We might still have some of the students in our classes who might behave childish, but some are very concise and have grown up, become like seasoned. So the narrator is talking to you people lively, asking you people, do you feel you know your parents better now than when you were much younger? Much younger refers to like when you were in a nursery, LKG, UG, or like you can talk about first, second, third, or fourth standard. That's called. So what we need to see. So see what we get. The narrator is talking to us and asking and trying to know what is the difference between the understanding of the parents. Well, of course, it is understandable that you must recognize right now, you must know right now better than you were younger, right, everyone? So this is completely related to our lives. This is completely related to our life. That means we need to take care of it, right? We just need to be quite crystal clear that the thing we are going to read next in the text, that's totally connected and related to our lives. Perhaps you know, perhaps you now understand the reasons for some of their actions that used to upset you earlier. I feel like, see what sort of line has been given by the narrator. Perhaps you now understand the reasons for some of their actions that used to upset you earlier. See, sometime we wanted to do something, but parents forbade us not to do that, denied us to be away from that work, but we wanted that to be done. And anyhow, if we could not do that, we used to be upset by the actions of the parents, and that made us upset, much upset, right? So now we understand Like their actions, which were taken by the parents, were really understandable, logical, right enough, right? So now you understand the reasons of the parents, why they denied, why they said that this one shouldn't be done, how it is possible, right? So the reason is before you. Then when you just get the reason, you feel it very understandable, right, everyone? So let's just go ahead. This story about a little girl whose feelings for her father changed from fear to understanding will probably find an echo in every home. Will probably find an echo in every home. This refers to, like the story we are going to read, this might be totally related to the particular child or the parents in every home. Means this story is related to the one who's living in the family. The story about a little girl we are going to read, whose feeling, the feeling of the little girl changed from fear to understanding. She used to fear, or she was scared of her father, but later on she understood, and she got the reason that her father was really right, correct, and her feeling got changed. And narrator is saying to us like the same thing can be found in every home in today's scenario, that we need to see, that is found in every home. Though some students understand this very properly, but some students don't understand it. That creates a bit problem for the parents. Let's see, what do we find? Now you see, students, the first para we are going to study of the chapter, that's the little girl. To the little girl, he was a figure to be feared and avoided. Now, what we understand here, children, we understand here that the little girl was like having such a phobia in her mind about her father. So her father was fearsome person for her. She, whenever she saw the father, she used to fear. She was scared and she always wanted to avoid him. Always. She didn't want to come in front of him. Every morning before going to work, he came into her room and gave her a casual kiss, to which she responded with, "Goodbye, father." Now you see, every morning, the routine of the father, when the little girl is sleeping, the father goes to the little girl's room before going to work, right? Then he gave her a casual kiss, like the father-daughter kiss, right? To which she responded with, and when her father kisses her or like they bids her goodbye, then she says, "Goodbye, father." The little girl wishes her father goodbye, and oh, there was a glad sense of relief when she heard the noise of the carriage growing fainter and fainter down the long road. Now you see what we get here. And oh, there was a glad sense of relief. Relief refers to the relief, relaxed manner of the little girl, and she felt glad means pleased, happy. When she heard the noise, when she just got the noise that the carriage refers to the conveyance, or you can say a sort of car or cab, you can say, that's growing fainter and fainter means the noise is reducing. That's reducing lesser again and again, going continuously down the long road. As the carriage goes to long road, it's like noise is reducing, and that gives relax, relief to the little girl that the father has gone away from the home. in the evening when he came home, and you see the scenario what we are going to see when the father comes at home in the evening. She stood near the staircase, and the little girl used to like stand near the staircase, right? Staircase is there, and heard his loud voice in the hall. And she just got the loud voice. उसको जो है loud voice सुनाई देती थी उसके father की. She could just listen the loud voice of her father. What was in that while just standing there? What was in there that she used to listen? Bring my tea into the drawing room. And father used to shout loudly that bring my tea. कि भाई मेरी चाय लेकर के आओ मेरे कमरे में. Hasn't the paper come yet? क्या अभी तक पेपर नहीं आया है? Mother, go and see if my papers are out there and bring me my sleepers. And he used to call his mother that go and get my papers and go there and bring my sleepers. That means the father of the little girl used to speak like this roughly in the family after coming back from the office. After coming back from office, he used to speak like this. And this was the fearsome scenario for the little girl. She used to get scared. She used to get a sort of like having a phobia about her father after just listening this. Kazia, Kazia mother would call her. Mother would call her like Kazia. If you are a good girl, you can come down and take off father's boots. Then mother announces the little girl. Now you have come to know the name of the little girl, students. The name of little girl is Kazia, and Kazia is announced by her mother to come her down. If you're a good girl, you can come down and take off father's boots. Mother is calling the little girl to come down and take off father's boots. Means the father is sitting on the sofa and the mother is calling the little girl to take off the boots. Boots means shoes of her father. Sorry. Slowly, the girl would slip down the stairs gracefully, slowly, धीरे धीरे से वो नीचे आती है. Little girl that comes down from the stairs, धीरे धीरे से वो लड़की जो है नीचे आती है downstairs. More slowly, still across the hall. और जब वो हॉल को क्रॉस कर रही होती है और धीरे चलने लगती है, स्लो चलने लगती है. And push open the drawing room door. और ड्राइंग रूम के डोर को वो जो है पुश करके ओपन करती है. दैट मींस शी ओपन्स द डोर. बाय दैट टाइम he had his spectacles on and looked at her over them in a way that was terrifying to the little girl. By that time, उसी समय तक किताब वो बताती है he had his spectacles on. उसने उसे अपने spectacles जो चश्मे लगाए हुए हैं and looked at her over them. और उसके ऊपर से जो है वो उन्हें देख रही है. Looked at her over them. उसमें से वो देखता है उसकी तरफ. That was terrifying. Terrifying means scaring. डरावना to the little girl. उस छोटी बच्ची के लिए, उस छोटी लड़की के लिए ये बहुत जो है डरावना था. Well, Kazia, hurry up and pull off these boots and take them outside. So, well, Kazia, hurry up, jaldi karo and pull off these boots. Means the boots are pulled off by the little girl Kazia of the father, and he's saying her to take them out. और उनको वहां से बाहर लेकर के जाओ. I don't. Have you been a good girl today? Father asked Kazia that have you been a good girl today? क्या आप अच्छी बच्ची बन के रही आज? Father asked this question to Kazia. I don't know, father. Stammer. Stammer means to have a problem in continue improper speaking, right? So the little girl was scared, and because of being scared, she was stammering in front of her father. You don't know, you stutter. Stutter again, stammer means Satlana. Like that, mother will have to take you to the doctor. Now the father says to the little girl that mother has to take her to the doctor. Now it is like father said this to the little girl, made her more scared. She got much scared that now the father would take her to the doctor and she would be getting medicine and injected. Injection will be there, right? She never stuttered with the other people. Now you see what we get here. Whenever she talks to her father, she stutter. Means like she has a problem in talking with the father. Had quite given it up, but only with father. That means like when she talks to her father, she stutter. But apart from this, when she talks to other people, she doesn't stutter or stammer. She doesn't have any sort of problem. She's quite able to just manage this. She talks in a very good manner. But when it comes to talk to the father, she feels nervous. She gets scared and she stuttered. But only with father, because then she was trying so hard to say the words properly, because then she was trying so hard to say the words properly, and it was very difficult for her to get rid over this, and she tried her best to just manage this to speak in a very proper manner. What's the matter? What are you looking so wretched about, mother? What's the matter? Father, this mother asked, what's the matter? What are you looking so wretched about? Now, what we find here, like, she talks, stutter, I told you about like stammering, and wretch means unhappy, right? Wretched means like unhappy. What's the matter? Mother is asking the question to the little girl that, daughter, what is the problem with you? What are you looking so wretched about? तुम इतनी नाखुश क्यों हो? You are very unhappy. Why so? What is the problem that you seem to be unhappy? I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. On the brink of suicide, about to commit suicide. Here, Kazia, carry my teacup back to the table carefully. Now you see, mother asked question to Kazia, and then father said, I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. On the brink of suicide, I told you to look like the one is going to commit suicide. Father is talking to the little girl's mother and giving her a sort of warning that she should have taught this little girl that she shouldn't make her expressions like this, that she is going to commit a suicide. Here, Kezia carried my teacup back to the table carefully and said that took a little girl, the Kezia, to take the teacup back to the table very carefully. She was supposed to be very conscious and understandable to the things she's going to do. He was so big, his hands and his neck, especially his mouth, when he yawned. Thinking about him alone was like thinking about a giant. He was so big. Now you see, this is the description of the little girl for his father, that he was so big. बहुत बड़ा था. His hands and his neck, especially his mouth when he yawned. Yawned means uh, जम्हाई लेना, to take a sort of like a respite. जम्हाई लेते समय when the mouth is open and the little girl is saying that seems to be like a giant, राक्षस की तरह वो दिखाई देता है जब उसका मुंह जब वो खोलता है. Thinking about him alone was like thinking about a giant. और वो कहती है, वो बताती है, the little girl tells that when she thinks about her father, she starts thinking about a giant. एक राक्षस, एक दानव के बारे में जो है वो सोचने लगती है, उसके दिमाग में उसको लेकर के बातें आने लगती हैं. On Sunday afternoon, Now you see there is a scenario which we are going to see on Sunday afternoon. Sunday की दोपहर की बात है. What happened basically there? Afternoon's grandmother sent her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with father and mother. On Sunday afternoons, grandmother sent her down. कि Sunday afternoon को जो grandmother है उसे नीचे भेज देती है ड्राइंग रूम में अपने मदर और फादर के साथ अच्छी अच्छी बातें करने के लिए to have a nice talk with father and mother. But the little girl always found mother reading and father stretched out on the sofa. Stretched out on the sofa means सोफे के ऊपर लेटे हुए हैं, आराम से रिलैक्स महसूस कर रहे हैं और मदर जो है कुछ रीड कर रही है, रीडिंग समथिंग इधर न्यूज़पेपर और द मैगजीन और द बुक, राइट. His handkerchief on his face. Now father is stretched out on the sofa means lying on the sofa and handkerchief means hanky, रुमाल उनके चेहरे के ऊपर ढका हुआ है, कवर किया हुआ है. His feet on one of the best cushions और उनका जो एक पाँव है गद्दे के ऊपर, जो बड़ा अच्छा गद्दा है उसके ऊपर रखा हुआ है. Sleeping soundly and snoring. Soundly refers to right students very relaxed, शांति प्रिय तरीके से. And snoring, snore means that is like खराटे मारना. She sat on a stool और वो जो है स्टूल के ऊपर बैठ जाती है. Gravely watched him until he walked and stretched and asked the time, then looked at her. और वो बड़ी उत्सुकता से जो है उसकी तरफ देखती रहती है कि जब तक वो उठ नहीं जाते और उठ करके वो स्ट्रेच अंगड़ाई लेंगे दोबारा से और उससे टाइम के बारे में पूछते हैं और उनकी तरफ देखेंगे. The little girl is saying this. Don't stare, Sukazia. You look like a little brown owl. और वो क्या कहेंगे कि काजिया इस तरह से मत घूरो, डोंट स्टेयर, डोंट गेज, और तुम जो है एक भूरे उल्लू की तरह दिख रही हो. One day when she was kept indoors, एक दिन क्या हुआ जब काजिया को जो है दरवाजे के अंदर बंद कर दिया गया था. She was kept indoors with a cold. Her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week and suggested she should make him a pincushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. So now what we get? Pincushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. Right. So what happened? She got the news that her father's birthday is falling next week and suggested she should make him a pincushion. और उसको एक सजेशन मिला अपने आप से कि उसे अपने फादर के लिए एक ट्यूशन, एक तकिया अच्छे वाला उसके लिए प्रिपेयर करना चाहिए, a sort of cushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. और येलो सिल्क का कपड़ा लेकर के वो उसमें से अपने फादर के लिए एक ट्यूशन तैयार करना चाहती थी, राइट. Now you see laboriously with a double cotton, the little girl stitched 3 signs. बड़ी मेहनत के साथ, laboriously means मेहनत के साथ, with hard work. Double cotton, the little girl stitched 3 sides. 3 sides उसने जो है stitch कर दिया. But what to fill it with? लेकिन इसको जो है किसके साथ fill करना है? That was the question. The grandmother was out in the garden. और जो grandmother थी वो बाहर थी garden में. And she wandered into mother's bedroom. और वो जो है अपनी मदर के बेडरूम में जाती है to look for scraps. जो लिटिल गर्ल है स्क्रैप्स ढूंढ रही है कपड़े के, न्यूज़पेपर्स के, कुछ भी पेपर्स के, so that she can fill the cushions with. On the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper. Bed table means the table which was adjacent to the bed. And like she got so many pieces of papers there, sheets were there. She gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces. उनको इकट्ठा किया, छोटे छोटे टुकड़ों में उनको जो है क्या कर दिया, तोड़ दिया, फाड़ दिया, tiny pieces and stuffed her case. और अपने जो केस उसने जो क्वेश्चन तैयार किया था उसमें भर दिया. Then sewed up the fourth side. और उसने जो है फोर्थ साइड को जो है sewed means सील दिया गद्दे को उन पेपर्स को उन शीट्स को फिल करके. That night there was a hue and cry in the house. और उनके घर में बड़ा हल्ला गुल्ला हुआ. Hue and cry means लड़ाई हुई, झगड़ा हुआ. Father's great speech for the port authority had been lost. Now she got the complete message that father's speech was lost, which was prepared for the port authority. Rooms were searched. कमरों को जो है सर्च किया गया. Servants were questioned. Finally, mother came into Kazia's room. और फाइनली क्या होता है कि मदर जो है काजिया के रूम में आती है. Kazia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in our room. Or mother asks a question to Kazia that she might not have seen the question answer sheets or the sort of papers basically in their in the room. Oh yes, she said. I tore them up for my surprise. और वो कहती है कि हाँ मैंने देखा, मैंने उनको फाड़ दिया अपने सरप्राइज प्रिपेयर करने के लिए. What? She screamed. मदर जोर से चिल्लाती है. What is this all? तुमने क्या कर दिया? Shout करती है. I tore them up for my surprise. और मदर चिल्लाई, Come straight down to the dining room this instant. और वो उनको कहती है कि अभी के अभी तुम जो है कमरे में वापस आ जाओ, कमरे में नीचे आ जाओ. She talks to her. और मदर जो है उससे बात करती है, इस तरह से पता करती है. So students, that's enough for today's lecture. Rest we'll discuss tomorrow. We'll have a discussion on this same chapter tomorrow, and we'll try to complete this, and you'll get the question answers that you need to note this down in your notebook. Any one of you want to ask any sort of question can raise hand. If any one of you wants to ask any question, raise your hand.